As Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu continues his push to end the Iran nuclear deal, Netanyahu claims Israel has irrefutable evidence Iran is lying about its nuclear program. Netanyahu's special address comes as President Donald Trump will decide whether or not to withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal on May 12th. Anya Parampil has more tonight.
President Trump says he'll make a decision as to whether or not to leave the Iran deal within 11 days. Now, the U.S.'s strongest ally in the Middle East is making a last-ditch effort to sway the president in favor of leaving the agreement. When it comes to Iran, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is known for his use of props.
A red line should be drawn right here.
Here's a piece of that Iranian drone, or what's left of it after we shot it down.
Before Iran completes the second stage of nuclear enrichment, and here's what we got.
This week, it was a PowerPoint and binders full of evidence. The gist of his message that the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or JCPOA, is based on lies.
Tonight, I'm here to tell you one thing. Iran lied. Why would a terrorist regime hide and meticulously catalog its secret nuclear files, if not to use them at a later date?
Unfortunately for Netanyahu, the International Atomic Energy Agency has already contradicted his statements, saying on Tuesday it had, quote, no credible indications of activities in Iran relevant to the development of a nuclear explosive device after 2009. What's more is Netanyahu's history of criticizing the deal, making obvious his desire to undermine it.
So this is a terrible deal. I think this deal is a bad deal. It should never have been concluded. And in a few days' time, President Trump will make his decision on what to do with the nuclear deal. I'm sure he'll do the right thing for the United States, the right thing for Israel, and the right thing for the peace of the world.
Iran's foreign minister responded to Netanyahu on Twitter, describing the prime minister as the, quote, boy who cried wolf. For more reaction, RT spoke with people on the streets of Tehran.
Now that Trump is in the White House and neocons are having influence on him, it seems to be what he's after again, to break the deal and make America pull out of the deal.
Ultimately, it appears the international community isn't buying what Netanyahu is selling. In fact, Israel's European allies have declared his speech only underscored the importance of the deal. British Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson said in response to the presentation, quote, the verification provisions in the Iran nuclear deal would make it harder for Iran to restart any such research. That is another good reason for keeping the deal while building on it in order to take account of the legitimate concerns of the U.S. and other allies. Russian President Vladimir Putin spoke with Netanyahu following his address. According to the Kremlin, during their conversation, Putin, quote, reiterated Russia's position that the JCPOA, which has a paramount importance in terms of international stability and security, must be strictly observed by all its signatories. Of course, the wild card is the man residing just over there. The White House already released a statement describing information provided by Israel regarding Iran as, quote, compelling. If Trump now decides to withdraw from the deal, it may leave the international community wondering just which countries are the rogue states anyway. In Washington, Anya Parampil, RT.